I'm the only one who can get the job done. I don't know a ninja who can cover for me. Greetings, Capricorn, all placements. This is Believe Me by Lil Wayne and Drake. So yeah, for a lot of my Capricorns, you use work as a way to evade and avoid dealing with the emotional depths. And your way of, a lot of my Capricorns who have not grown and evolved, their way of showing love is through providing. And a lot of Capricorns like to play off their player ways and their F-boy ways as, oh, well, I'm just focused on career. Although I will say it is statistically true that the greatest men in history went from poverty to becoming the greatest men in history because of their marriages and because of their wife. So that can also be, you know, a part of the epidemic that we have going on in the world. But Capricorn, I actually feel a lot of the men that I'm speaking to in this, by the way, this is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you don't know what that means, go to Google, type in free birth chart, fill out your birth information. We have more than just a sun sign. When people are like, I'm a so-and-so, I'm a so-and-so. No, God created more than just the sun. There are a ton of planetary aspects. Venus rules how you handle love and relationships. The moon is actually how you emotionally handle situations, confrontation. Jupiter is how things are going to bless you and expand, which can also be your waistband expanding, or how your finances or your waist, losing weight, losing finances, losing resources. Saturn, hard-earned lessons. Mars, how you fight. What is your fighting style? You know, there are just so many different things. Rising, what you are evolving and becoming into, if you choose to even evolve in this lifetime. So for a lot of my simpletons, one-dimensional Capricorns, you hide behind your work because, quite frankly, you're the only one who can get the job done. I mean, let's just look at goats, right? Okay, let's look at Capricorn energy. They climb to the highest mountain peaks that no one else can go to. Although Rams, Aries can go up there, which is actually why Capricorn and Aries are an excellent match if they're actually evolved and not stuck in their pride and ego. Extreme power couple vibes. Some of my Capricorns, you could definitely be dealing with an Aries or have Aries somewhere in your chart. Okay, now, the first thing I was actually hearing for you guys, Capricorn, is the waiting game. Someone is waiting. Someone has been waiting someone out. It's funny because someone thinks that they're starving somebody out and they're waiting somebody out, but they're actually starving themselves out and they're actually waiting themselves out, because the person who is trying to wait out the other person, the person who's trying to starve the other person, is actually the one that's starving. Because they're the ones who are craving the other person's energy. They're the other one projecting so much onto this other person, which is why I just said before this statement that, you know, unevolved, simpleton, one-dimensional Capricorns are way still too stuck in their ego and too stuck in, yeah, I mean, just not wanting to transcend and anchor into deeper emotions. Okay, so I was hearing the waiting game. I was also hearing, how low can you go? But seriously, because someone here is going really low. Someone is really hitting below the belt. Someone is also only thinking below the belt. Someone is also trying to only use someone for below the belt and talk smack on them. But it's funny because it's like, but you're the one using them. So the smack that you're talking about that person is actually about yourself. I don't know. I was also hearing be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. That also goes for someone wishing to starve out another person. Be careful what you wish for, because you wanting to starve that person out, you're only starving yourself out. So you wishing on another person, you're imposing that upon yourself, which is why we should only genuinely wish blessings and abundance and love and healing and all the good things and evolution towards everyone external from us. That is how you actually, that's how you actually heal and handle karma the best, truly, genuinely. But it has to come from the heart, not a place of expecting a certain outcome. Anywho, I was also hearing Tim Burton, maybe something about Tim Burton movies, also Barton Springs, that's down in Austin, something about natural springs, spring water. Some of my Capricorns, you could be visiting natural springs this winter season. You could be planning a trip to Austin. You could be living in Texas. Someone could definitely be from Texas. I was also hearing 3, 2, 1. I was seeing countdowns in general. Countdown, someone can also be spending their New Year's Eve with somebody. Someone is counting down the days, again, waiting someone out. Someone has been counting down the days. But I was hearing that song by Tucker Wetmore, the country song 3, 2, 1. He's like, I'm about to 3, 2, 1. I'ma call you baby. Try to change your mind and do a 180. I know that you probably hate me. He's like, and I don't blame you. I blame me. I'm just thinking 3 words too late. Dang girl, you're the one that got away. So yeah, I was also hearing try to say goodbye. I try to say goodbye and I choke. Specifically though, the very beginning, games, changes, and fears. When will they stop? So someone, there can be a Capricorn here, someone you're dealing with, take whatever side of the fence you're on. You can This can always be geared towards the other person, but someone may have Capricorn. You may not even think that you're a Capricorn, but you may have it as your moon sign, as your Venus sign, as your rising sign. So that's why check your birth chart. Games, changes, and fears. When will they stop? There's someone here who's feeling haunted and taunted. Someone can't stop dreaming of someone because they need to make something right with them. And it's funny because they can be projecting and being like, oh, this person is sending all this negativity on me. And it's like, no, actually, you're obsessively dreaming about this person because you have unresolved issues that you need to resolve, and you need to take accountability, and you need to step up and reach out to that person, which he said in the 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, I'm gonna call you baby. I'm going to try to change your mind and do a 180. I know you probably hate me. I don't blame you, I blame me. So again, someone here is going to reach out. Someone here is going to reach out because they've been freaking out. Someone here, I saw the sign that opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Someone here saw the sign. Isn't that, even in the story of that song, Ace to Base, I found a new love, you'd hardly recognize me. How could a person like you? In that song, isn't she waiting her turn for some? I don't know. I feel like, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I really feel like the premises of that song is actually someone choosing between people. I don't know, maybe I'm thinking of a different song. Regardless, someone here is with someone and they do not love that person. They're with that person because of society, because of comfort, because they share a home, because it's cheaper to keep her, because they've known that person since they were yay big and they're too fearful to actually leave. So they're playing games. They have a lot of fear and they don't want changes. They're playing all these games because they're scared of changes, because they fear changes. Well, Capricorn, when will the games, changes, and fears stop? Probably when you stop playing games to avoid the changes that you fear. Huh. That was simple. I play it off, but I'm dreaming of you. I keep my cool, but I'm fiending. Yeah, someone here tries to act like they're so unbothered. I was also hearing This Is Where I Belong by Bryan Adams. I hear the wind, call my name, I sound so strong. Basically, at the very end of the song, though, wherever I wander, the one thing that I've always learned, it's to you I will always return. No matter how far someone tries to run, no matter how much someone tries to push someone away, no matter how much someone is like, you know what, I'm gonna move. All right, you know what, I'm gonna marry this woman. You know what, I'm gonna have babies with this person. I'm going to do everything I can to avoid my actual deep feelings and love for this person over here, which is so ridiculous because someone is literally someone is hurting another person to avoid their feelings for another person. And then they're creating a bigger and a bigger spiral and a bigger web of people that they're hurting, themselves included, but all the kids, grandparents, etc., etc. That's why someone is like really stuck. And they do not like that person. And it's going to start showing womp womp when they can't. Someone here, blue chews. I don't even know if those work. I've never had, a guy have issues with any of that stuff. But someone here is going to start having issues with stuff or issues with substances because they are not in love with the person that they're with in any way, shape, or form. And the person that they're with, why don't they leave? That I know, like the person that they're with knows that they don't love them at all, but they're way too insecure, weak, and codependent themselves. So, I don't know, someone is absolutely miserable, believe me. Also in the Believe Me song by Lil Wayne, Feat Drake, he says, I'm that ninja, they love me. He says, I'm not trying to find anyone else to beat. Like someone here is not competing with other people, they're just being themselves. He says, I'm the one that they actually come to see because they all believe me. So someone here can also be talking a bunch of mess. I was also hearing, and someone knows like someone's full of crap and someone else is actually the truth. Also, the more that someone tries to like point out somebody else, the more that they reveal just what a liar they are. I was also hearing, you ain't nothing but a liar, that Jelly Roll song. I was also hearing Ill Mind of Hobson 5. I was hearing that for Taurus and for you, Capricorn. He's like, man, I hate rap, but if the shoe fits, wear it. I'm a freak of nature that everyone stares at. But seriously, because the people who are best, in the spotlight aren't seeking the spotlight. They're really, really good at something that other people benefit from because they're believable, because they're authentic. So someone here can be trying to say someone does something for attention, but they're the ones that actually do things for attention. And the person that they're saying, they're only doing this for attention, is actually genuine, real, and authentic. And the whole crowd, the whole world sees that that person is the truth. And the person who's actually chasing attention is the one pointing fingers at the other person. There's something like that. But people have been brainwashed by a fake life that people are used to living. Check out that Illmind of Hobson song 5. I'll go into it more in the Taurus reading because it was primarily for them. You could be dealing with a Taurus. Bless